Hi, it's Irina from irinapravet.com. And in this video, I want to talk about why care about Finnish Through New Eyes. Finnish Through New Eyes is a program that I teach, but it's a lot more than just a regular Finnish course. So I call it a program because I don't want it mistaken for a course. And the reason for that is that um, I think that what we're missing, especially in the language learning realm in Finland, is literacy um, around how language is learned. I see so many people struggling with, just confusion, going to multiple courses, going to the same courses multiple times, focusing on everything that is not going right. And it's really a confusing sort of situation, I think, for a lot of people. And so I created this course not just to remedy that, but also to kind of acknowledge the state of mind that we're all in, the state of confusion. And if you've ever been in this place where you're just really overwhelmed with everything and you realize you just like spin around in the same circles when it really just takes a step back and a breath and a bit of realizing that it's actually your state of mind that's causing the confusion, then we can see the value of seeing through new eyes. So the first thing I teach in my program before we dive into, stuff that you can do is actually deeply rooting you, not just in an understanding like on mind level, but this deeper knowing that adaptation, linguistic adaptation is your birthright. So kind of going against any, or let's say acknowledging any reservations that you might have about your ability to learn um, Finnish, and really tapping into this fact that we were all born to adapt to the linguistic environment around us. Okay, so anything and everything that I teach that comes out of my mouth is always to empower you with this knowledge that you absolutely can. And that's just the start. That's just the foundation on which we build. And I myself have been in Finnish classrooms, in Finnish courses where I could clearly see that the teacher did not believe in our inborn abilities to learn Finnish. And that causes a lot of kind of unspoken tension between the students and the teacher. And it's something that I seek to remedy in my program. In addition to that, I believe that the path forward and whatever means you take to learn, that should be up to you, that you need to have the power to make your own choices based on what feels good and joyful and right for you. And that's because we can all choose different ways of getting there. There are so many paths to the outcome of speaking Finnish and using it in your life, that when you really get to make it your own, which is why I'm guiding you through it. So don't worry, it's not like, okay, take the wheel, go ahead, right off the bat. Then it's really something that you can create to be whatever it is that you want. And in that sense, the joyful path, the choices that you want to be making so that it feels good, is not just fun and nice. It really is the optimal way for your brain to learn. Okay, so that's just the kind of perspective that I'm coming from, the things that I aim to show you, not on a mind level, but really on an experience level. And I think that, the more practical questions that we need to be asking in our Finnish courses are, what do I do with this information? How do I go from like a grammar lesson to making this information into something I can use, something I can remember even, right? And that's kind of one of the inklings that I had before creating the program, was when I was in a Finnish course and I was doing things outside of what we were asked to do in the class. And I noticed friends of mine who were really struggling were not doing those things. So there is a gap, and this is what I talk about language learning literacy. There's a gap in between like what we're being asked to do and what we actually need to do in order to internalize that information. You could also ask, like, how does memory learn? How is it that we can actually remember all of the vocab that we're taking in? How is it that we can use our surrounding environments to teach us, so that the effort is not solely individual, solely me sitting here with this book, but rather how is it that my life can inspire learning and vice versa? And all of this to really come back to this question of, what is it that I'm truly capable of? Because when you have a guide who's constantly reflecting back to you your ability, your inborn ability in each and every single person watching this video, and each and every single person that takes part in my program or courses, when you are constantly being reminded of your ability and your capacity to learn and adapt to language, then you're going to start to see proof of that, instead of the training that we've all had in our traditional language courses to focus on mistakes and to avoid mistakes. I recently read that mistakes actually physically allow your brain to grow. So could it be that we have it all upside down, that we have it backwards in terms of our focus and what we've been trained to look at, when instead there are so many, proofs in our daily lives that are showing us all of the things that are actually going right? So if anything that I just said sparked any interest for Finnish Through New Eyes, please check it out. Registration is now open. I run this program about 3 times a year, and this is the last time for 2019. So I'll put some links below where you can check out more, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions about the program. So I hope to see you there, and thanks for watching.